guys, welcome back. It's Jen with Happy Humble Home. So I promised you that I would be back after the 4th. It's been kind of a busier week, just kind of doing a lot of small odds and ends, but I'm back and let's play catch up on what's been going on here on Happy Humble Home. Alright, so let's see. The boys were gone up to their granddad's for a while in Indiana, which meant we had almost a little over a week to sit here and just do a whole bunch of house projects. We had been wanting to paint the boys' rooms. There was this ugly color brown that we didn't like when we got the house a few years ago. We didn't like it, and we still didn't like it. So we decided to tackle that while the boys were gone, so that way we could pull everything out, take everything off the walls, all that whole fun 9 yards that it takes to repaint a bedroom. We was able to do that, and then in our older boys' bedroom we also changed it up a little bit by mounting their TV, getting them a Roku. And then in our younger son's bedroom we found one of those, like, it wasn't an actual fat head, but it was that same type of thing that was a big Iron Man, and our youngest son loves anything superhero, especially Iron Man or Spider-Man, really any of them, but we got him Iron Man, so we put that up on his wall, so when they came back from their vacation up there they had a couple nice surprises waiting for them. And then also they didn't come straight home from there. We took a detour when we got them and went to visit spend the 4th of July for a few days up there with my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and their niece, and my niece and nephew. So we was able to see them before they move off to Colorado. So that's why I've kind of been MIA. We took advantage of that week while the boys were gone to get a lot of house projects done that we wanted to do, plus just spend some time together and just, yeah, enjoy summer, enjoy taking it easy, and then enjoy time with family over the 4th of July. I wasn't going to try to do any vlogging or videos, anything like that while we was up there, and just enjoy time. Like, I didn't even so much as get one picture on the 4th of July of the boys doing sparklers or the fireworks or anything else, because I just purposely left my phone inside so I could just be in the moment. But it's been really good. And then this whole week we didn't get back until earlier part of the actual week, so we've just kind of been relaxing, playing catch up, doing a few things that we needed to get done. I was able to go ahead though and place the boys' final school order. So excuse me, I placed that yesterday. Yeah, anyways, the order has already shipped, so I should have that next week. And then I will also be hopefully pretty soon being able to meet my friend to get those books from her. There was an issue with shipping and all on that, so we're just kind of at the mercy of the post office right now, the USPS. So hopefully it'll all work. But either way, it's been really good. And I also tried I made up some homemade sweet corn from some sweet corn on the cob that we had gotten at like a little farmer's market vegetable stand thing. So hopefully that turns out really well. I haven't actually cooked any up, but I do have a couple bags in the freezer just from a dozen ears of corn. I was able to get about 7.5 to 8 cups of cream style corn. I've never attempted this at all, so once I actually cook it up and see how it worked, I will actually tell y'all how it went, because I'm really excited and I would love to do a video on that. But especially with any kind of food, I always taste test it and then get a family stamp of approval before I share any kind of videos on it. My tomatoes are coming in really well. As you can see, the tomatoes are coming in very, very well. That big plant there on the end right there, we had a really big windstorm last night, and I came outside this morning and it was not completely over, but it was leaning a lot that way, so I tried to set it back up as straight as I could. That's obviously my biggest plant, but they all have really good tomatoes on it. And then on one of them, there you go, I have to find them, sorry. I have some little baby ones starting to grow more there, and I'm super happy though, because these I'm able to do my canning, so I'm really excited about those. My carrots are not doing so well. I have like, there's those, and right before I came out here to do this video, I actually found our dog sitting in this bed. So yes, I'm 99% sure she's the reason that this is not, well, okay, let me take that back. I think there's a lot of reasons why my carrots aren't doing well. I planted them later. I think the seeds got a little wet before I was able to get them in the ground, and then the dog sitting here liking this flower bed, it's not helping any at all. So yeah, my carrots didn't go as planned. My dad mentioned something about maybe planting some like beans, but I haven't done that yet. And one, I haven't really, the places that I've thought to look while I happened to be there didn't have any. So I need to actually look and see if I can find some. Our taters did really well. If you haven't watched my harvest video, you need to go watch that. It was awesome. We've actually already ate up all the taters because that's something that I use a lot, whether it be French fries or mashed taters, baked potatoes, whatever. It's something that we use a lot of. So next year we will definitely do as many buckets as we can on that stand. I think my husband said we'll either do 8 or 10 buckets. So that's the hope. That'll be the goal next year for sure. And then if I see we can do more, I might have him just build me another one. So it's been going really good. Like I said, school is starting to start back up. I placed my final school order. Pretty soon I will be going to Walmart to take advantage of the tax-free weekend for school supplies. Like I said, the flower bed in the front, that still looks pretty much the same as when y'all seen it last. That was not a big to-do on our to-do list while the boys were gone, especially because something like that, the boys can help us do a little bit more. They can help us work in the flower bed a little bit more than they could with painting and all. So yeah, between carpets cleaning, painting, boys being gone, and then just having a day together in Murfreesboro, and then we traveled up to see family, then back to here, then back to the routine, and yeah, just getting things ready for the upcoming school year. The boys have not been really doing their reading bingo even when they was gone, even before they was gone. They started out really strong the first couple days, and they've just kind of died off on it. So they've been reading, because especially when I was in the car, like, they was reading a lot, traveling up to see the grandparents and then traveling to aunt and uncles and then back home. So they had been reading a lot in the car anyways. They just haven't been working on actually filling in their bingo list, which again is fine, because like I said, that was completely optional. But that's all right though. I'll have more reading that they'll have to do, and probably this year I will probably add, what, bud? Just be easy. Okay. I will probably add I don't really know. They still got a little bit, I think.
Yeah, because so, this one's way bigger.
Yeah, it is getting bigger. Okay, like I was saying, I will probably, this year with school, I will probably add actual reading as a subject, for lack of better words, because typically before I would either add the reading as either part of their social studies, if it was like a history book, like the Rush Rivera books I did a lot with, my son who was in 3rd grade for social studies, that was part of his social studies course. And then my son had a book report on another one that was kind of more of a language arts grade. So this year, since there's a lot of actual books I want them to read, and a lot of them have discussion questions or chapter quizzes, something like that, I will probably have a separate subject, I guess, for lack of better words, that's just reading, because I want to encourage the boys to read, and I love the fact that they want to read. And part of reading is that everybody loves to read different things. Like some love fiction, some love nonfiction. So I don't want them to lose their joy of reading what they want to read, but there's certain books I do want them to read. So if during the school year that I tend to make them read a book that they may not necessarily choose to read, but it's not as bad as what they thought it would be type thing, then I will probably make an actual subject for reading. Especially as the boys get older, a lot of their history, more so than just basing on curriculums, will come from actual documents. There's a lot of different types of books that I'm wanting to look into that are older books that they're not so easily found, that I would love to be able to get my hands on. And this weekend we actually plan on going to a really big used bookstore, so I'm hoping maybe I can find some of them that I can use. But right now they do have a social studies and a history, so I will probably add like a separate reading subject is my thinking, and that way I can focus on that. And I mean, I don't know, maybe reading's not a subject, but I know how the way I'm wanting it to work in my head, so that's what we're gonna go with. So if you've ever done anything like that, definitely let me know, please, because like I said, I don't want to discourage them from wanting to read what they want to read, but there is certain books I want them to read. Because I remember with my youngest one starting actual kindergarten, I don't know if y'all have any tips on something like school wise that what's the word I'm looking for? School supplies. There we go. Specific for kindergartners, I would love to hear them, because I've kind of got a list of what I need. I'm going to look through his curriculum books for sure to see exactly what I need. But if there's any extra thing or extra fun thing that your kid did in the kindergarten, first grade time frame that really helped them and helped with the learning, I would love to hear about it. Because I want to make homeschooling fun, but I want them to learn from it too. Like I said, I'm not one, because there's all different types of schooling that you can do. Obviously, like you can do the unschooling traditional. I'm kind of more along the lines of the traditional, but not as strict. Like I do have more flexibility, which is awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much been, I guess, the week. I don't know, second bi-weekly update. I don't know. 2 weeks ago update what's been happening the last couple weeks here on Happy Humble Home. So as always, y'all, I love to hear your comments. I love to see the comments. If y'all have any questions or anything, definitely let me know. I have a lot, like I said, once I get those tomatoes, I will be canning and preserving them. I will be doing some stuff with making some homemade juices as well, along with the corn. So if y'all have any tips and tricks or anything about the way to preserve juices, fruits, veggies, I would love to hear it. Canning, all that fun stuff. Like I said, this is just kind of a generic, like there's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this going on. So it'll all be good, and I'm glad we finally got to catch up. Sorry about being away so long, but like I said, I try to just leave it all and just live in the moment. So y'all have a good week. I'll check back in with y'all later.